There are a lot of people who work full-time jobs during the day, mostly between the hours of 9 and 5 p.m. Okay. And if that is you, and a lot of you are probably seeking other interests as well to make extra income, things are, getting tougher out here in the economy. A lot of businesses, for one, aren't really paying their employees enough. Okay. Considering the amounting cost of living and high inflation today. And each and every one of us are experiencing that at the stores, right? When we go shopping, whether it be for groceries or clothing or insurance or whatever it may be. And so people are looking for, other ways to kind of potentially substitute, not say substitute, but bring home an additional income. Okay. And trading can be a valuable option if you really know how to trade the correct way. All right. And I believe, honestly, supply and demand is probably the best and easiest potential way if you want to trade the future contracts to make some extra income, whether it be part-time or even maybe full-time. And a lot of you, like I said, are working for a business, a company, an employer, and you're working 9 to 5. Okay. I know that's not everybody, but I am really speaking to those individuals today and anyone out there who's interested in really trading during the evening hours, okay? Meaning after the market closes, okay? And the times that I'm talking about are based upon my surrounding time, which is Eastern time. The market reopens, basically 5 days a week at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And that's where we start to get into the Globex or into the Asian session around about 7 p.m. And if you are interested in trading after you get home and get settled in and, maybe you have a family and you say, you know what, I'm going to step to the side after having dinner and I'm going to try to, trade one or two setups during the evening session. I would say this right now. Probably the best contracts, future contracts to trade is going to be like a commodity, especially like gold. There's a lot more movement. Volume is I would say steady even during the Asian session. So I would stick with trading commodities, not so much as the indices or index futures, because the volume gets a lot lower or is not as great during the Asian session. Now, during the London session, again, that's about 3 a.m. Eastern time, and I don't trade it because, that's hard to do on in my time zone. Someone maybe out west could do so, or someone that lives on a different, country or continent could possibly do so. But London is a definitely a good option to trade the index or indice markets, like the E-mini S&P 500, the NASDAQ futures, some of those micro markets as well, if you're interested in trading those. But I mean, again, the market is open 23 hours a day. It's only really shut down 1 hour a day. Primarily, I really want to say like Monday through Friday, but it reopens on Sunday. So it's not even closed over the weekend for 48 hours. So, there's a lot of enough time to look for setups either in the Asian or during the London session, depending on, again, like I said, London, if you can't trade during the New York session because you have a 9 to 5, full-time job, I would really look at trading in the evening time, during Asian, a commodity like gold, okay, GC in particular. Or again, if you are interested in trading the indices, then wait till London session if you can. Now, I know a lot of people are trading from their jobs on their phones and things of nature, but I really believe trading from a phone is not conducive in a sense. I really believe it's more important to have some environment, some real estate to be able to trade from and to be able to view certain levels. I have a couple monitors and different markets and different things going on, different monitors that I can kind of pan back and forth across to be able to see what's going on across three different markets. Okay, my primary markets are going to be the NASDAQ futures, the E-mini S&P 500 futures, and then gold as well. Okay, you can actually even trade gold during the New York session. All right, there are a lot of good setups pre-market as well. So maybe I'll say another option would be this too. maybe you're interested in trading the indices, okay? And you say, I would like to take a trade maybe during or before you leave the house to go to work. 7:30 to 9 o'clock, if you can, is a good opportunity. I know a lot of people are probably out the door, maybe by 8 o'clock to get to work by 9. But if you can catch a good scalp trade, maybe 7-ish or between that time and 8 a.m. Eastern time, maybe you can find a good pre-market setup to trade like the NASDAQ or the mini S&P 500. Now, a lot of people who are beginners, I would stick with trading the micro markets of those, derivative contracts, the micro versions of those, not the full-on E-minis, especially if you're limited with funding or capital, or maybe you're trying to pass a prop firm or evaluation, and I would definitely stick with trading the micros until you can kind of get a better understanding of what and how you're actually trading. Now, I always talk about the most important concept is understanding structure of the market and being able to determine from that which way you really need to trade. But again, I know, working at 9 to 5 can be tough. You definitely see some great markets movement. Maybe you're at work and you have your chart set up or minimized, and all of a sudden, you look up and you say, wow, it was a nice setup. You missed it. That can get frustrating, okay? Especially when you tell yourself, I could have made some money today, probably more so than you do working that 9 to 5 job every single day. So, there are contracts that you can trade, like I said, during the Asian, during the London session, to where you don't really have to do it so much during the New York session. But I personally, the New York session is the best time to trade, like the equity markets, the indexes, the indices. That's because we're trading during the New York Stock Exchange time, okay? When that market is actually closed at 5 p.m. Eastern time, then the volume really isn't there, and you may have to look at trading some other markets, like I said, gold, okay? So I just wanted to talk about that today because people always ask me, what are some contracts, some instruments that I could trade if I do not have the time to trade because my job just doesn't allow me to, all right? Or maybe if you have, I'll say this right now, a time in between to maybe when you're taking a break. Maybe you have a 1 hour lunch time. And that could be a good time if you can find a setup, because you really only need one setup a day to make money, especially if you're looking to do this and, as a part-time means to make some additional income. You could do that as well. One setup, a couple points a day, 10, 20 points on that one setup and be done. Honestly, you really only need less than 1 hour to find, I'm not going to say every single day, but typically speaking, within an hour or two, I'm done trading. And sometimes within 30 minutes, if there's a great setup that happens, during the session. So I just wanted to talk about that today because people always ask that question. Hey, what's the magical instrument or contract that I could actually trade? I've been, looking online to try to find something that I could trade within the future markets, but I simply can't do it because of my 9 to 5 job. So, here's the answer to that. Again, a lot of people are looking, once they get off work, hitting the charts up, once they get settled in at home, to find something that they can actually trade. So again, that's a good market to trade as well. I'm not saying you can't trade the indices or the indexes during the Asian session. Just be very, just a warning to you, just because there's no volume there could be slippage in the market, and the market can kind of maybe jump through levels in a sense, or price zones or price areas. So just be careful there, because certain zones may not hold, and you may be, kind of scratching your head. I wonder, why did that happen? Why did the market blow through a level or a zone that I have marked up, and you're looking for it to hold during the Asian session? Well, that's because the volume's not in the market, okay? So I just want to put that out there, guys. I appreciate everyone that always tunes in and watching the video content. Today is Friday. I will say this: if you're interested in a solid strategy, you're interested in understanding or possibly learning a great way to trade, you may really want to take interest in, first and foremost, watch the video content here on the channel, okay? Because I talk about the strategy I trade that has turned or allowed me to become profitable, each day. So I talk about that a lot here on the channel, for one. Everybody knows that, right? So, but if you're interested in really kind of honing into your skill, the craft, understanding the strategy, you may want to think about becoming an elite or an ultra elite supporter. The link is down in the description portion of the video. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. The reason why is because that's where I go into detail about the blueprint, the cornerstone to the strategy. Just not that, but all the intricate details surrounding the strategy, in reference to market structure and price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas, even, breaking down to indicators that I use, all right, which is primarily the volume profile and how to actually use that. And then you also get like tons and tons and tons of valuable video content surrounding trade breakdowns, because that's where the sauce into how I actually trade is unfolded, because that's where I go into detail about trades I take. I break them down very elementary so that you can understand the premise of why I took those trades. I walk you through my mindset in each one of those videos and lay it out so that when it comes to you back testing and forward testing, it makes it easier. I curve the edge for you so you can look for quality setups yourself, and understanding, why I took those setups will help you understand to be able to look at the charts to find these setups, right? But you also receive the market structure video, which I did. It's a great detailed video surrounding market structure, as well as the video playlist. And that's if you choose to become an elite supporter or member of the channel, or if you choose to want to take it one step up to where you receive everything I just discussed, plus the live recorded trading sessions. You can do so as well by becoming an Ultra Elite supporter. Now, again, the link is down below. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Click on that. Once you do, 3 tiers will pop up. Make sure to choose either the elite or the ultra elite. And when you select or click on each one of those tiers, first and foremost, you'll see the price there. Very inexpensive, pennies on the dollar a day. But it's going to lay out the perks and rewards that you actually receive for each one of those tiers. Okay. So if you choose to, the link is down below. If you want to join the Discord, the link is down below in the description portion of the video just as well, because that's where I post my trades as well as other members that are part of the community. Now, without further ado, I shouldn't say that, but really without anything else left to say, if you have not taken the time to subscribe to the channel, please make sure to do so by clicking the sub button down below. Also, turn your post notifications on. How? Click the bell as soon as you click the subscribe button. And also make sure to click the share button to share the video content with, people that that are interested in trading. Your family, your friends, your work colleagues, all right? And last but not least, make sure to drop a like on the video right now. If you haven't already done so, click that thumbs up button. Show me some love. I greatly appreciate it. But that's all I have, guys. I wish everyone a very safe and relaxing weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.